Welcome to Getting Real with John Natale. I'm your host today, guys, John Natale, for episode 89, Local Content That Works. There's nothing more important than becoming the local expert of choice, especially if you're going to dive into social media, content creation, and the like. So knowing which exact types of local content work to not only one, increase your following, increase your audience, but also convert people as well. That is the name of the game when it comes to content creation. And while there are tons of different types of content you can be making, local content is probably the number one that can grow your audience the most, especially with people local to your area. Today, we actually had to take a step outside of the studio. So if you are watching on YouTube, you're getting a little bit of a different environment. You're actually getting into my office here at Natale. And I appreciate you taking the time, one, just to listen to this podcast. It has grown tremendously over the last now 89 episodes, almost 2 years of doing this. By the time we get through the summer, it will have been 2 years of Getting Real. The message continues to grow. The listeners continue to grow. And I'm so damn appreciative that you are taking a second out of your time just to listen to this episode. I hope you draw a lot of value from it. If you do, there's two big things I could ask for you. One, share it with a colleague, share it with a friend, share it with somebody that you think will get a good message from this as well. And two, share this on social media. Share it to your Instagram story. Share it on Facebook. Share it on TikTok. Share it wherever you can. Get our mission here at Getting Real and at our entire Natale companies is real simple. It's for less agents to fail and it's for more agents to find the life of their dreams. That's everything we're about here at Natale, and especially this podcast of Getting Real. We do this all completely for free. Guys, I've been pouring my heart and soul into this for almost 2 years, doing this completely for free. So if you could help us spread this message, help us in our mission for less agents to fail and more to find the life of their dreams, I'd be just a little bit more appreciative of you. But man, I'm so damn appreciative you were just taking some time to listen to me talk today. If you're here in New Jersey and you're looking for a dynamic real estate company to join, a great 100% commission model brokerage, Natale may be a great fit for you. We have everything you need to succeed. You get to be a part of what we've built nationwide. You get a ton of support here in New Jersey. Get all the training you need to launch your career either from the beginning or to the next level. There's nobody doing what we're doing on social media. So there's so many great agents out there that if they just peeled back a little bit of social media on top of what they're doing, man, they become the attraction magnet they've always wanted to be. If that sounds like what you are looking for out of a real estate company, there is a link below, very simply, to book a call with me. And if you're in one of the other 49 states across the country or across the world at this point, and you are looking to not only grow your personal brand, grow your business, grow your life, make more money, enjoy the time with your family, have fun selling houses, Natale Coaching is for you. All the information for our coaching program, 50 plus agents across the country, absolutely rocking it right now with it. All the information is below, or you can go to natalecoaching.com. Now let's dive into episode 89, local content that works. Let's first discuss why local content works so well in the content creation game and in converting on social media. I tell, no matter where people are in their real estate career, content journey, anything like that, I tell them all the same thing. Because a lot of people will come and say, well, I'm not that knowledgeable, or I haven't been doing this 17 years like you, John. I can't talk about real estate 24/7. I don't think you should be, number one, but number two, you don't have to be that knowledgeable in real estate to do a great job with content when it comes to converting clients from social media. Let me say that again. You do not need to be a real estate expert to convert clients from social media, especially if they are coming from a few of the big portals and big things that we've talked about on what actually converts a buyer or seller to work with you. But one thing you do know, and you should know, and even if you don't know right now, you can definitely learn it really quick, is the local market. What is actually great about where you live and where you sell homes? There's a reason why people are flocking to work with us here at our real estate company and flocking to work with me in particular. It's because I love this area. And when you share that love, you share that passion, you believe in this area as much as anyone, people are going to be gravitated towards wanting to work with you as well. It's really that simple. Do you want to hire the landscaper that's half-ass about it, or do you want to hire the landscaper that just loves everything that comes with different, landscaping, hardscaping, all the different things when it comes to their business? I don't need them sniffing the grass or anything, but at the same time, I want them to love everything about it, right? You're going to be more hyped to follow that person on social media. You're going to be more hyped to actually be a part of their journey if they love what they actually do. Same thing here. If you are selling homes in an area, but you don't love the area enough to show off that area on social media, I'd argue you're not that great of a salesperson for that area. Doesn't mean you're not great at sales. It just means you're not going to come off nearly as authentic as if you do absolutely love the area and you are sharing it back on social media. So loving your area is important, but when you're able to share that love and share that passion, people are so damn inspired to work with you. And that's what I love about local content. You could be a day one agent, literally first day in the business, and you could start posting local content. Because maybe you'd actually be a better local resource for people than someone who has been selling real estate for 25 years. And that's where you could have a distinct advantage. And that's why I wanted to make this podcast episode, because no matter where you are, I think local content is one of the great places to start. I do think there's an edge there where you don't want to be a local influencer, where you're only talking about local things, or be the person that's just eating in their car 24/7, and that's all you do for social media. That's not going to be super helpful for you, because then you're going to change to then being a local influencer, which again, you can actually pivot into income as well. It's one thing I've done is not only find a great amount of clients, that's the most beautiful thing in the world, to be putting out content that then drives your business, but then also find new ways to get paid, because businesses will pay you as you build this out, especially local businesses, or you could just support them. It's okay. But you've opened up a new channel for getting paid and revenue, but you're also driving an insane amount of actual business to your business and where you make the most amount of money, which is real estate sales. So what are the types of content that really, really work? I'm going to break this down into a few different specific types of videos that I do. And again, if you guys haven't followed me already, find me on Instagram, find me on TikTok, not on the agent facing side. So my handles on anything consumer wise is the John Natale. That's my Jersey John accounts. And that's where I share all of these videos that I know work, and that's why I'm sharing this message back with you right now. Number one great piece of local content is honestly going to local businesses. So could be done a variety of different ways. Could you DM the business beforehand and say, hey, I want to film there? Could you just go get a cup of coffee, take some snippets outside, take some snippets inside the coffee shop, have a cup of coffee in front of you, take a little reverse selfie at the end or at the beginning, and do a voiceover of that? Absolutely. There's so many different ways you can do the local business. Now, I will say there are a lot of local influencers out there. So you do have to, if you are going to be going to businesses, your production level, your production value has to be pretty high, to be honest. You should look around your market and see what local influencers are doing. And you got to be at least at their level, or else you're not going to gain any traction with it anyway. But this is a great place to start. You're already going out to get the cup of coffee. You already want to support the park. You already want to talk about the local event that's happening. You want to film there. That's all awesome stuff to be filming and sharing, because people will respond really well to it. So some great hooks when you're going to, the new local coffee shop. Is this new local coffee shop the best in our area, the county, the city, the town you're in? Panning across the front of the deli, saying, is this the best deli at the Jersey Shore? I've heard this is the best deli at the Jersey Shore, and I knew I had to check it out. Again, all this can be done as a voiceover, guys. You don't actually have to film at the business. If you want to get in front of camera, I absolutely love that. It's one of my big things. I have a whole series on is something legit or not legit, no score, just legit or not, that I've been doing just with a few local businesses here. And my mission is to get out there and film at some of them. Again, that does take a little bit more time. You need to have someone there to film you as well. But say you're out, someone's filming you do home tours, and then now you're going to some local businesses as well to film those, you could absolutely do that. If you are going to be doing that, I would reach out to the business beforehand. I wouldn't just go and show up and try to film somewhere. Any local business is going to love your support and your shout out. So Most will not say no. However, I would absolutely, if you are filming yourself, make sure you are asking that business before you go. When you go back to actually posting, so you did this voiceover, is this the best deli at the Jersey Shore? You go through the deli, you show the whole case, you show all their goods, all their great stuff they have. You take a bite of the sandwich, you're voicing over this whole thing, you talk about how great it is. When you put this up on social media, make sure you tag that business. One of the ways I think I've gone from, not even joking, about 700 followers at the beginning of March to we are now filming this at the end of May. Early June will be when this podcast comes out. Now I'm over 10,000 followers. I've gained 10,000 followers in just about 90 days. Not all of that. I've had plenty of great performing content, but a good amount of these local businesses that I've shouted out in some of these videos all share my stuff to their stories. Some of these businesses have 30, 40, 50, 60, 100,000 followers. So now you just put your business in front of all of their audience where you're giving a shout out to their business. And that's how you can grow pretty damn quickly as well. Again, local content, guys, is not, I want to make sure you get this point. Local content is not, someone's going to say, oh, wow, John loves his deli, I'm going to buy a house with him. Local content is about growing your audience locally. So when they see the other stuff, when they see the home tours, they see the great talking head, they see the advice, they see you on your story, they see you say just sold, they see you say just listed. When you have that following, that organic following that comes in from the local market that's interested in your area or interested in moving there because that's why they're being fed it on social media, they are going to reach out to you. So having businesses share your stuff to their stuff now becomes important to you. You're growing your audience. People are seeing your face. You're building a personal brand. The next great piece of content for local content is very simple. I call them the listicle videos. I call them, I shouldn't say I call them, they're called talking head videos, where you just get in front of a camera like I am right now, and you say, here are the top 5 delis at the Jersey Shore. Here are the top 5 coffee shops at the Jersey Shore. That's the hook. And here are the top 5 beaches to go to. Here are the top 5 towns to live in. Here are the top 5 towns you've never heard of in so-and-so county. This is the type of local content that drives people bananas. One video, even there's a county in New Jersey that has the best public golf in the entire state. And then I go through a few courses here in our county. On Instagram, you could add a poll there. Which of these 5 is your favorite? And have people voting in the poll. That's what gains engagement. These videos are super easy to shoot, guys. You could use a green screen behind you. Literally just go on Google Maps, find the business, take a screenshot of it, use it as a green screen as you're talking. So you start the video just talking. Here are the 5 best delis at the Jersey Shore. Number 1 is, boom, green screen comes behind you. Number 1 is Mike's Deli. Number 2 is Joe's. Number 3 is Pastoza. And then you're just going through them. And it's a very engaging video. People are going to interact with it. People are going to share it. Maybe not the first time you put up one of these videos, but if you keep doing them consistently, people will start to, and you'll see there will be a spark eventually with your local content that really just sends it wild. And then you will be that local resource for people. Another great type of content to use locally are any of those trending like CapCut template type of things. Those like movie scenes or different things like that where you could relate it back to your local audience. There was a great one that just did so well for me and so many agents that I coach across the country. There was the Mr. Beast running with cash. And as he was going on, it's 12 clips. As he was going on, he had more and more cash as he went through the video. I think it's like 22 seconds long. So each clip is like about a second and a half. And each video, he has a little bit more cash and he's holding more. And then finally he just passes out. So AKA, as you go on through that series, more and more expensive towns in your area. So you put buying a home in. So I'm buying a home at the Jersey Shore. And it started at one town. And again, the whole area is very expensive, but you start at one town and then you get to like the really, really expensive areas. It's just short of 1 million views right now. Again, that's not huge for, hey, I'm going to buy a house with this guy. But the funny thing is, if you put a really good description there, a really good caption, and put like a form is in the bio if you're looking to move here, I had 5 people from that one video fill out a form to discuss working with us. So I wouldn't say it does not work at all. I think that's just part of people have seen my brand for a little bit, seen that video. Again, it went to about 1 million views already. And that helps drive, just that mass audience will drive those few people to reach out. But getting engaged in the comments for those videos, if you're not in them, it's a CapCut type of template. You have to be engaged in the comments because that's how you're also going to grow your following from those videos. But that's highly shareable stuff that people will relate to. They'll find some humor. They'll find some maybe some education from it, and they're going to share it. They're going to engage. They're going to comment, and that's going to drive your algorithm wild. I had another one. It was not a CapCut template. I literally told my wife for about a minute, I was like, just watch me just film me keep putting clothes on. Here in New Jersey, they absolutely jacked up the natural gas rates over the winter. And then we obviously had a very cold winter on top of it. So everybody's bills in February were through the roof. Ours, which are typically like $125, $150 a month during the winter, they were like $300. So you can imagine some people with bigger homes or just use a lot more heat and whatnot. People had bills $600,000-$700,000, which is just bananas here in New Jersey. So it was very top of mind. So it was when Kendrick Lamar's song right after the Super Bowl came out, the Not Like Us, and not when that song came out, but while everyone was trending it after the Super Bowl. And I just kept putting on more and more and more clothes. It said POV, everyone in New Jersey getting their gas bill for February. And it went insane. That's actually the spark of my entire Instagram. That went to like 2.5 million views. It was a quick video. I threw it together in about 3 minutes. But that local relatability is so damn important when it comes to local content. And there's a ton of other different things you can do, but if you stick to featuring local businesses, making those listicle type of videos, talking head style with a green screen behind you, because then you don't have to go to the 5 best delis. You can just talk about them, right? And put them in a poll, and then people will go bananas. And then have some of the trending stuff that you see happening that is really humorous, really entertaining. You will do really well with local content. Other great videos I do, here's a perfect day in so-and-so. A great hook that I use for local content is there's a town that something. There's a town at the Jersey Shore that will be one of the best investments over the next 20 years. There's a town in Monmouth County that no one knows about just yet. And then talk about something great there. There's a luxury town that for some reason no one knows about, right? There's a really good local videos, talking head style to make as well. If you're coming to X area and you want the perfect day, here's the video for you. Green screen the entire thing. You go to the beach here, you go to this place for breakfast, you hop back to the beach, you go here for lunch, you go here for dinner, you stroll down to the park, you eat some ice cream, and you go back home. Map that out for people. It's shareable stuff, guys. And these are exact types of videos that will help you grow your local presence. And when you grow your local presence, you will find a new audience. Your new audience will then watch you do everything else you do that I talk about that will help you convert actual clients. And then boom, you will have a massive business from social media, an attraction magnet business, and you will be that local expert of choice.